I'm Charlie Nieskes. This is TCM Underground. Beginning in 1974, Troma Entertainment began life with one clear goal in mind: to disrupt traditional media as we know it. Operating as an independent financier and distribution company for raunchy, gross-out comedies and exploitative horror films that would otherwise never see the light of day. Three members of Team Troma, director John Elias Mikalakis, writer and star George Seminara, and producer Miljan Peter Illich, teamed up with first-time screenwriter James Aviles Martin to craft a film that was both a knowing satire of 1950s horror crossed with authentic teenage angst to generate shock value and create a disruption of their own. The result was 1987's I Was a Teenage Zombie. A simple, relatable tale of a group of friends just looking to buy cheap weed before prom, but finding themselves ripped off and humiliated in the process. When their path to revenge becomes far more complicated than they bargained for, things quickly spiral out of control and beyond conventional understanding. One of the biggest hallmarks of the film is its relative ghost-like status, as this was the flagship film released from Illich's Periclean Productions. The film was self-financed and received a limited release, exclusively for midnight showings to a mostly tepid response, sending it into obscurity. Director John Elias Mikalakis became particularly disenchanted with Hollywood after its failure, dropping out of Hollywood entirely and devoting his life to becoming a Greek Orthodox monk. It has since gone on to achieve an unlikely lineage, holding down a place on the roster from the well-respected Janus Films, as Janus's roots date back to theater ownership, and the film itself was made possible by financing from its founding members as a favor to some of the kids who worked at their Cinema 5 branch, making it a very unlikely selection underneath the Criterion banner, but furthering its longevity to over 30 years and counting. So is this really just an elaborate home movie that won the distribution lottery by being in the right place at the right time? Or is it the very definition of a hidden gem, a far ahead of its time genre mashup that helped inspire the horror comedies we're familiar with today? See for yourself. Starring George Seminara, Michael Rubin, Steve McCoy, Robert Sabin, Peter Bush, Alan Rickman, and Kevin Nagel. From 1987, this is I Was a Teenage Zombie.